And if you look at the streaming numbers, the 90s dancehall is still streaming better than
yeah. Go on mute, yeah, go on. Ease yourself, just keep it calm, mute your star. Only pop pressure in my corner. One time it hard for carry on. You no need no girl for turn to, no man for talk to. Feelings hurt, but the journey so far.
Wagwan Success family, hope you all doing alright. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to get all our latest videos. Dancehall artist Shaggy declares end of an era for old school dancehall and is now embracing trap dancehall that he himself criticized back in 2021. Who gave Shaggy the authority, and why does he have the audacity to say this? Shaggy believes that dancehall music is currently in a vibrant and successful phase because of his recent achievement with his involvement in TG's song Drift from last year, and he recognized that this current period of dancehall music is a positive momentum for the genre.
Dancehall is in a incredibly great space right now. I think we'd started the year with a bang. I think last year was an amazing year for dancehall because we had Drift, which I was happy to be a part of. So I think that dancehall is slowly moving it.
Let me tell you why Shaggy is saying the things he's saying. Shaggy's personal involvement in TG's song Drift is why he's biased in his perspective, because before Drift we had many other songs that was topping the charts and are more successful than Drift, but Shaggy did not mention those other songs or use those other songs as the example as to why he's saying what he's saying, right? And those songs sold gold, silver, and topping Billboard charts. So what this is telling us is that his personal success with TG and Drift changed his views on the things that he said in 2021, and it is because of his personal involvement with a successful song like Drift as to why he feels this type of way, because other than that he would not have recognized or acknowledged the other music or the other artists that are actually doing it. And it's solely because of his involvement with TG's song Drift as to why he's embracing the new evolution of dancehall music. And there's a saying, you have to see it to believe it, and TG had to make Shaggy see it to believe it, and that is why Shaggy views is no change.
But it's a new sound. One thing we got to understand, the old sound of dancehall that we know, the old style of dancehall we know, that was very successful by Marty, did its thing. The highest point in dancehall was that sound. It's over. That sound is no more. I don't think people are gonna make records like that anymore.
So Shaggy recognized the undeniable success of classic old school dancehall from back in the days, but he said that this style has now reached its peak and it's gradually losing prominence. So Shaggy is basically saying, listen, this sound is no longer resonating with dancehall audiences as it once did. Who remember back in 2021, Shaggy said the global appeal and the effectiveness of 90s dancehall rhythm is moving the crowd in parties. And let's not forget that 90s dancehall are still the #1 songs selling like hot bread on iTunes and racking up streams, and they have been around for decades. They have been around for a long time now, right? And not only that, you will see Shaggy himself there on these streaming platforms sitting at the pinnacle, right? And he has not been replaced by trap dancehall. So Shaggy acknowledged the new trend in dancehall music marked by the fusion with trap sound, and is predicting that this new sound will get even bigger success, reaching mainstream popularity as we are seeing right now, and this will mark the new era of dancehall music.
I think there's a new sound of dancehall that you're hearing, that this kind of trap type sound that they're making, and they're gonna find a way to make it become successful to where it starts to chart and start to do well.
Let me just say this, while Shaggy is an influential figure in dancehall music and on the dancehall scene, and his opinion should be and must be valued, right? His opinion is valuable. He does not have the authority, as I said, to definitively declare when a genre or a particular style of music is over. In every genre of music, the genre will evolve and diversify over time. So basically, in most cases, that genre of music will incorporate new elements from other genres while still retaining aspect of the original style, of the original sound. So the decline of the old school dancehall does not necessarily mean the extinction from the face of the earth where it's completely gone. There are still artists and audiences who appreciate and create music in this traditional style, in that traditional style of music. Look at what we saw Russian did with Dirty Money rhythm. He brought back an old school rhythm, he brought back an old rhythm and gave it to the younger generation and let them create. And when that rhythm was made, we never had anything like trap dancehall or anything that we are talking about right now, right? And top artists like Masicka is still keeping to the traditional sound of dancehall music. Masicka has never sing a trap dancehall song. Masicka has never sing a scamming chopper song, right? And he's the one these artists admire the most. Many established dancehall artists continue to produce in the classic dancehall style and maintain a strong fan base just the same. There is still a demand for the appreciation of old school sound, old school dancehall music. Shaggy wants you to believe that the rise of trap dancehall music within dancehall signify the demise of traditional style of dancehall music, of the old school dancehall sound. It does not mean it's dead. Many music genres have multiple subgenres and different styles of music, and they live together. So trap dancehall and authentic dancehall or old school dancehall can coexist together. We can have it, and it just appealing to different audiences. Different audiences can take on to the different style of dancehall music. We already know that what might seem outdated or less popular now could rise up in the future, just like I said it, just like what Dirty Money did.
Dancehall is in a incredibly great space right now. I think we'd started the year with a bang. I think last year was an amazing year for dancehall because we had Drift, which I was happy to be a part of. So I think that dancehall is slowly moving it, but it's a new sound. One thing we got to understand, the old sound of dancehall that we know, the old style of dancehall we know, that was very successful by Marty, did its thing. The highest point in dancehall was that sound. It's over. That sound is no more. I don't think people are going to make records like that anymore. I think there's a new sound of dancehall that you're hearing, that this kind of trap type sound that they're making, and they're going to find a way to make it become successful to where it starts to chart and start to do well. It's a new day. Dancehall is in.
So big up Shaggy. I will never take anything away from Shaggy because we know Shaggy is an icon. Shaggy is a legend in the music industry, and Shaggy has done great things for the music. He has contributed a lot, so much for Jamaican music and Jamaican culture, as well as Sean Paul, Bob Marley, VybzKartel and those other people. So big up Shaggy, said speed.